to the bricks, not the right hammer. But I'm just gonna try it and see how easy / not easy it is. Probably on the not easy side. It's all been filled up with rubble behind the bricks as well. So just to make that job a little bit more difficult, they've also done that, and they've done such a good job of putting this in. I mean, every little gap they've shoved in bits of slate, bits of rock. Which is why it's been so difficult to get in there, because it's just everything's so well jammed in, as well as obviously all the cement. And sort of crouching down here is really sore on the knees. There's also bits of sticks and twigs coming through as well. low enough for me to just sit here like this. Because crouching is so painful after you've been doing this for a long time. Also, oops, forgot about these. Also fatigue from holding the hammer up. Your hand starts aching and your arm obviously starts aching as well because it's quite a lump of metal. It's like some sort of endurance test. But I feel like now I've broken through. It was a huge struggle at the start. I didn't even film the struggle at the beginning because it was so difficult just to get in here. Just to get the first brick out was like, I just thought, I'm not going to be able to do this. It's going to take me like 3 months. But now I'm in, I feel much better about it. So yeah, I'm just going to continue. I'm going to continue chipping away at it. I have to start crouching again. I can't do that sitting like this, unfortunately. There, look, there's our lawn.
That's the outline.
How crazy is that?
So you just go around the edge of wherever you want.
Yeah,
It remembers it.
look. You can control, it's like a joystick. It's like a real life robot. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Robot Wars. It's
so cool. Look at this. So you could like manually mow bits of the lawn from like your bedroom window. It's like, oh, you've missed a spot.
So now all you have to do is set it off, and it should follow that. You know, that area. It should do that area.
Next.
Start working.
Okay, it's going to start doing it now.
It said start working.
So it took as long to set up as it did to walk around the edge of the garden, really.
So easy, really.
Oh, can you hear it? Oh, he's off. And
it's so quiet.
we've not set it to any like specific setting or anything.
You might have to adjust the height.
Yeah, I might have to adjust the edge because I did go a little bit wonky, as you can see.
Yeah, and the cutting height of the grass.
But the grass is getting a little bit longer, so it is actually, I don't know how many millimeters it's cutting it to.
Does it not say on
It
there?
probably does, actually.
So off it goes to cut the grass. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, the settings here, cutting height. I can increase and decrease the cutting height. So let's put it on 25 millimeters.
You can also apparently get it to make patterns and actually write.
So it's doing a zigzag pattern on the currently.
I think you should do a normal stripes to start with.
I don't know if I can change it now.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
a zigzag pattern?
The cutting height is going down. So I guess we'll check it out. There, how well you can see that. That I think is on 25 millimeters. It's probably about as low as we want it. And I definitely have gone a bit wonky here when I've like mapped it out, so I can adjust it at any time. First attempt, not bad. It's absolutely just mushing up the thistles. That's insanely cool. We're coming up onto the long grass now. Look, this is where we had the bulbs planted, and you can see it's quite a bit longer. Oh, it just hit us. There's some sticks here as well. Whoops. We are under the trees. Didn't have any problem cutting up the sticks either. It's just going through that long grass. Look at that. We haven't cut this grass this year at all. So there's a bit of a bank here. There's a bit of a bank here, and it just turned around on the bank and it's just mowing it. You can see there's a little bit of an angle. That is so cool.
I mean, like the normal mower won't even go through this.
I know, look at this behind us. Look where it's just gone straight through that grass, look. I didn't expect that. It's just cut the edge of this grass here as well.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. We're just going to be watching this thing for hours. How entertaining. Bunty, what on earth have you been doing? She's caked in mud. Why do you look like that?
Hello, so today we're really lucky to have been, this video to have been sponsored by Mammotion, who has sent us one of their absolutely incredible Luba 2 sort of robotic lawnmowers.
It is the coolest thing we own. Let's just first off say that it's the coolest thing we own.
We never dreamt in a million years we could own something like this. And we've heard of robotic lawnmowers before, but I always thought they were for pristine, flat, perfect lawns in towns, you know, or big manicured estates, which this is not. This field you're standing in now was full of cows a few years ago. The ground is very uneven, it's full of weeds and things, and it grows like mad between the rain. So I am absolutely amazed, speechless, really.
So the Luba 2 has 1.3D vision and enhanced RTK positioning, which basically, if you don't know what that means, we looked it up.
Yeah.
And it means that it improves the satellite signal, so it gives a better and more accurate positioning, so it can cut your lawn more accurately, basically. It ensures a stable mowing operation even in challenging conditions such as areas obstructed by trees or rooftops, and we've had absolutely no problem with this. It goes under the trees at the bottom of the garden just fine. It's obstructed by a wall, trees, gates. It can mow at literally any time of the day and night.
But if it starts raining, it will automatically put itself back into its garage.
Yeah, because it has a rain sensor on the top. Unlike conventional lawnmowers, the Luba 2 AWD offers a hands-free mowing experience.
And as you know, last year I was absolutely struggling to keep this the grass at bay because it is relentless. It grows and grows and grows and grows. And especially this year we've had a lot of rain.
Oh yeah.
In fact, we've barely had 2 days of good weather in a row. And yet he goes out on the good days and just gets the job done and leaves us free to do other things.
I know we can sit back and actually just enjoy the place for a little bit.
We can enjoy a little bit of leisure, tiny little bit, snatch a bit here and there.
We love just sitting here on this bench. We'll come out here with a cup of tea and we'll eat our lunch out here. While we're just watching James going past. It's like, good job, James. Jolly good job, James. I mean, how many hours did it take to mow the lawn?
Oh, I don't even know.
And now it's automatic. You just literally a press of a button and it does it. So
plus, I think it does a better cut. On the bottom, it's got all these like razor blades that go around, and it really makes a nice clean cut. Whereas our conventional mower's got that one big blade that spins around.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't cut as nicely, does it?
Yeah, so we went to switch out the blades because we've been using it for months and we thought maybe it needs changing, but then discovered that you can actually take the blades and flip them around. So you can use the same...
The other edge, because they've got 2 edges.
They're double-sided, so you can just turn it around and there's a hole on the other side.
Clean underneath, because, you know...
Yeah, the grass kind of gets...
Especially when the grass is damp.
But that's with all lawnmowers that happens, so that's not a problem.
No.
But yeah, we do, and he's easier to flip over than a normal lawnmower, isn't he? And clean, because he's just small.
When you pick him up, he says, Luba 2 suspended in the air.
Luba suspended in air. Or
Something like
Luba rollover. When you tip him over.
Like a dog doing tricks.
Oh, he's cute. He's so cute. And he's such a good boy.
He's got a little face like Wally.
We were thinking about getting some like googly eyes and sticking on.
You don't need them, he's got his little...
No, yeah, he's got little eyes at the front.
Also, with having chickens and shrews and cats, it's a worry that he's going to run them over. But you don't have to worry because he has sensors.
Yeah.
He can see and feel, so he'll see something's in the way and slow down and stop. He actually, sometimes Bunty Shrew won't get out of the way.
No, she doesn't.
And he'll just stop and go around her, and it's quite annoying because it leaves a bit where she's been standing.
Yeah, but he goes back and corrects himself when he comes back around. But
yeah, and if he touches anything, like the gate, he's got a little bumper bar that senses, and he'll back up and go around it. So.
Or if there's like there's something in the lawn that you forgot to pick up, that's always good. You don't want your chickens mowed up.
And also some of these mowers you have to put like a wire all the way around the boundary. You just simply go around the edge where you want the perimeter to be of your mowing area, and he'll mow everything within that.
Yeah.
He remembers. And it's like a little remote control.
Yeah.
You just slide your thumbs across the screen to go left, right, forward,
Yeah.
back. He goes backwards as well. He does circles. And so you can just go all the way around the edge, easy. And then he remembers that every time.
You connect via Bluetooth and you have to sort of walk around with him. So you can get him to mow like precise little nooks and crannies, can't you? Really precise little corners and everything.
And if you want to mow a bit that you don't normally have on your routine, like go off track, you can just remote control him to cut it and walk along with him.
Yeah, say there's like a little corner that he's not quite got, you can just go in there with the remote and go and mow that little bit manually. Yeah, so additionally, another feature we're really excited about and is super amazing cool is that you can actually view the Luba in real time actually cutting the grass. You can see through Luba's eyes. So as you can see here, I am watching from the sitting room inside the house the lawn actually being cut in real time. You can also set up no mow zones. So we've got a little patch here
that needs filling in.
It needs filling in. It's actually a hole and it's like full of rubbish. So we sent him around there. You can control him around there, and everything within that area that you've kind of mapped out, he won't go in there. If you can use a smartphone, you can definitely use this lawnmower.
Easy peasy.
It is they've really made it really easy to use. The app's really easy to use. So one of the main features is that the Luba 2 is to mow large and uneven lawns. So it has off-road capacity with all-wheel drive, and it can climb up to an 80%, and that's a 38-degree slope. So it can climb really quite steep banks, can't it?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we've not had the opportunity to do that. We do have a steep bank all the way around our field.
And we are going to be trying it out in future videos.
We are because we want to mow a path down there through the meadow, down to the bottom meadow on the bottom field. It's all one field, but we kind of see it as different.
The top,
smaller, the top and the bottom. Steep slopes, as we mentioned, uneven surfaces, as we've also mentioned about our lawn being a cow field for about 500 years. Rough patches, absolutely no problem. Dense, tall grass, which it also had no problem getting through.
No.
It has several like cutting heights that just you can set depending on the height of your grass.
So you can go over a really rough bit on a higher setting and then go back over it on lower setting.
You can control the cutting height on the app. So you can be sitting inside having a cup of tea and you can send them out.
Yeah, so we definitely come under the category of rough ground.
Yeah.
Also, to get from his little garage at the side lawn there, he has to go over like deep gravel, which is difficult to even get the lawnmower, normal lawnmower and wheelbarrows and things over, because you know what it's like wheeling on gravel. He does it no trouble. He goes all the way along there, out of the gate, onto the rough, even rougher ground outside, to go around to come back in through the field gate. So he has to go up and down slopes and bumps and gravel, and so he does that really well. No trouble there.
Yeah, so it's exactly what they advertised. And we have the roughest of lawns, and absolutely 10 out of 10. So you can set up multiple zones. So if you have different lawns on different sides of your house, for example, you can set up all of them as individual zones with different cutting heights, different patterns. So as you can see on the app, we have, I think, 4. So you can set up, which is just so cool, you can set up paths between one zone to another. So I have controlled him out from the front lawn to where his little house is, or his charging station, to this lawn, make a path, and from the side garden I've connected that up, and then yeah, he just moves between them freely. So that is such a cool feature.
And if he's working away, you know, he's got to travel quite a lot of distance, do a lot of lawns. If he runs out of battery, he'll automatically go back, recharge himself, and then continue where he left off, on the exact spot he left off.
So on the app, you can adjust the cutting height, the mowing modes, schedule a mowing session, so you can have it set on a day every week, certain time to go out and mow your lawn. It can cut various patterns in your lawn. So you can get it to cut like crisscross, like a patchwork pattern. You can get it just to go back and forth, like the lines. I don't know what they're called. And the coolest feature, you can get it to actually mow patterns and even like letters and words into the lawn.
Yeah.
So obviously we started off with Lost Tower Diaries right in the middle of our front lawn, and it is so cool watching him go.
Well, this is our first go at doing lettering.
Yeah, this is our first
so
go.
The middle of the D is missing.
It doesn't cut the middle of the D, but you could just go back and remote control cut that. But it's not a big deal, and it looks so cool from the air. I wonder if like anyone going past like a helicopter be like, what on earth does LTD mean?
We could write messages to them.
Yeah, to anyone going
Drop
past.
us a bag of money.
Yeah. We could just be like, hello, hi, whoever's reading our lawn. Anyway, that is just a fun little feature, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just like an extra little thing that they've added, which I really love.
To be honest, if you wanted to make flower beds in your lawn of a certain shape, you could get him to write them onto the lawn, and then you can just go and cut them out.
Oh my
And it would be
goodness,
so
good.
accurate. That's just come to me, that thought.
Like you could get him to cut like vegetable patches or flower beds, like
flower beds of a
map
certain
them
shape.
out.
We could have LTD on our lawn in flowers.
Oh yeah, we could go along the edge of the letters, cut it all out. That would be crazy.
It's like a template, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
For cutting out bits in your garden.
That is
I
crazy.
just thought of that.
Oh, and you could leave out the middle of the D to be like a little lawn patch. Although it would be difficult to cut, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you could put different colour
Oh,
flowers.
put a
in
little, you know, like stencils. Leave a little thing so the lawnmower can get in there and cut out the middle of the D. Anyway, that's a thing that we just thought right there. So there are endless possibilities with the robot lawnmower.
Yeah, endless fun.
So basically, to summarise, we would absolutely recommend this lawnmower any day of the week.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the best thing that's ever arrived on our doorstep, and we absolutely love it, and we would recommend it to anyone.
And we would not recommend anything that we didn't believe in ourselves, so we're telling the absolute truth.
And we're so lucky
when we say that it's amazing.
So a huge, massive, absolutely gymongous thank you to Mammotion for sending us this and allowing us to review it and use it. And it's been a lot of fun, and I'm sure it's saved us a lot of time, a lot of effort, and so that's that.
Oh. There's a chisel, Alex.
Chisel. That should be alright.
Should squash out.
Even itself out.